Hi, I'm Beth Chapman with Homes by Beth, powered by Keller Williams Realty in Chesterfield. Welcome to my first installment of the Be Confident series for buyers and sellers. I firmly believe in learning from the very best. Knowledge is key to you feeling empowered and confident as you find your place to be home. I'm here today with Mark Cooper with New American Funding here at the New American Funding Studios. They're beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
We're here to talk about the importance of getting pre-approved as the very first step in the home buying process. So, Mark, can you tell us a little bit about how a pre-approval works?
Sure. Thank you, Beth. The pre-approval process is the most crucial part of getting started to buy a home. And if you contact me, I can help you get that process going. We run your credit, we analyze it, we calculate your income, we find out how much money you have for a down payment, and we let you know what you qualify for, and then you're ready to go looking at homes in the right price range.
That's so important. Oftentimes, buyers really don't know how much home they can afford. So this process of the pre-approval helps you as a buyer to know exactly what your price range is so that when we come time to put an offer in, you're confident that it's going to be something that is going to be in your price point and you can secure that home. Another thing people sometimes wonder about is the credit and how that credit pull affects or doesn't affect their credit.
Sure, that's a great question.
Yeah.
We get that question a lot. It's very important to go ahead and get your credit run if you do want to actually buy a home. We can tell you what your score is, what it needs to be if it's too low. If we need to improve it by just a little bit, we can help you rescore that credit. But the most important thing is actually having it run. It doesn't affect your score in a negative way nearly the way, say, a credit card would do. So I really encourage you, if you're interested in taking that step to homeownership and doing a pre-approval, that you allow us to get your credit started and let you know what it looks like.
For sure. And one of the things that the sellers of a home are looking for is they're looking to be sure that the closing is going to go smoothly, much like my buyers. And they're wanting to be sure that it's a strong company and a strong lender that they're dealing with that can bring it successfully to the closing table. What does that closing process look like, and about how long does that typically take?
Sure, those are great questions. It's running anywhere from 3 weeks to 6 weeks to get a home under contract to closing, depending on the type of loan that you're looking for. We have some loans that take a little bit longer if they're getting government assistance or grants. USDA loans are a little slower because the USDA is behind. Those are more for rural properties, but on average about 30 days from start to finish.
That's perfect. And working with New American in the past, I know that it's a smooth process. Your staff is fantastic, highly communicative about all the pieces of the puzzle as closing is approached. Before we get to that point though, the most exciting part is when a buyer finds the house that they fall in love with and they want to put an offer in. And a lot of times we get some questions about earnest money and what typically would be a strong earnest money amount.
Sure.
Could you?
So we see typically 1% of a contract price as the earnest money deposit that a seller is going to be looking for. So a $200,000 home, as an example, would have a $2,000 deposit. These funds are fully refundable at closing. It's just a way of telling the seller that you are committed to buying this house and you're serious about moving forward.
That's right. The seller wants to have just as much confidence as the buyer in the offer and in it coming to a successful close. Thank you so much for being with me today.
You're welcome.
Mark is here anytime to take pre-approvals. He does them evenings, weekends, even
all the time. You name it.
yeah, and same with me. Reach out anytime if you're interested in buying or selling a home or getting pre-approved. Like we said, first step.
We're here to help.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Take care.